close my eyes and let the moment pass. Nothing in this world was built to last. Every stone we lay returns to earth. Every life we live must measure worth. 1,000 years from now, who'll know our names? The mountains and the rivers stay the same. We build our castles high above the plain, but time and wind will wash it all like rain. Dust in the wind forever, all we are. Dust in the wind forever, near and far. We reach for something permanent and true, but dust in the wind is all we ever knew. Yet I find the beauty in this truth, that every life, however short in youth, burns bright against the darkness of the vast. The briefest flame can be the light that lasts. Oh, don't hold on. Oh, let it go. Everything returns to the earth below. Dust in the wind forever, all we are. see the shore. I never thought I'd end up here before. Point of no return forever, no turning back. Point of no return forever, leaving no track. I crossed the line where the north Spent my years constructing walls so high nobody could see in, and I couldn't see the sky. Every brick a disappointment or a fear, every wall a way of keeping people clear. They praised my walls for being strong and tall, said no man living built a finer wall. But in the silence of my fortress cold, I heard a voice say, let the walls go. The wall eternal, crumbling at last. The wall eternal couldn't hold the past. Every stone I laid returns to earth. Every wall torn down reveals our worth. It took a lifetime, but I learned the truth. The things I built to shield me in my youth, what prisons I had fashioned for my soul, tearing down the walls was making me whole. Oh, I'm breaking through. Oh, brick by brick, everything I built to hide behind is making me sick. The wall eternal, crumbling at last. The wall eternal couldn't hold the past. Every stone I laid returns to earth. Every wall torn down edge of a hill, a light that had no source and made no sound. The most beautiful thing I've ever found. The scientists came with their instruments and tools and left with nothing but their broken rules. Some things live beyond the reach of what we know. Miracles out of nowhere come and go. Miracles out of nowhere. Can you believe? Miracles out of nowhere, more than we conceive. Standing in the presence of the unexplained. Miracles out of nowhere, in the sun and I've seen a child born into the morning light. I've seen a man forgiven on his final night. I've seen the impossible become the real. Miracles out of nowhere come to heal. Out of nowhere. They appear. The miracles of living are always right here. Miracles out of nowhere. Can you believe? Miracles out of nowhere, more than we conceive. Standing in the presence of the unexplained. Miracles out of nowhere, in the sun and out of nowhere, forever out of nowhere, out of nowhere. Miracles appearing every day, out of nowhere, always out of nowhere. Miracles out of nowhere light the way. shade. The chronicles he kept were never read. 1,000 stories living in his head. He watched the world go by from his window frame and cataloged the faces and the names of everyone who lived outside his door. A life observed is still a life and more. Closet chronicles eternal, written in the dark. Closet chronicles eternal, every single mark of every life he witnessed from afar. Closet chronicles eternal, under every star. The day he finally opened up the door, he found the world was not what he feared before. The people he'd been watching all those years were just as lost and full of the same fears. Open the door. Oh, step outside. The world you've been avoiding is where the living reside. Closet chronicles eternal, written in the dark. Closet chronicles eternal, every single mark of every life he witnessed from afar. Closet chronicles eternal, under every star. Chronicles, eternal chronicles, the stories of a life lived from within. Chronicles, always chronicles. Step outside and let the life begin. I walked across the heartland of this place and saw the beauty written on its face. The amber fields and mountains cold and proud, the river speaking everything aloud. A song for America, for what she was, before the noise of what the present does. When the land was open and the sky was wide, and something worth believing lived inside. Song for America eternal, sing it true. Song for America eternal, me and you. Through all the seasons and the changing years. Song for America eternal, through the tears. always here. It answered with a light the way it does, not in words but in the warming of the air, a reason to be living everywhere. I asked the evening when the day was done if all my striving underneath the sun had meant a thing to anyone at all. It answered with the stars before the fall. Reason to be eternal, found in everything. Reason to be eternal, hear the cosmos sing. You don't need a grand design to know. Reason to be eternal, watch it grow. The reason isn't written in a book. It's in the face of everyone you look into with love and patience and with care. The reason to be is simply being there. You are the reason. to dawn. Before the fences came, before the land was branded with a name, the sky was ours, the rivers and the wind, before the world outside came rushing in. They came and drew their lines across our that had no price because it wasn't owned. It was the breath of everything we'd known. Giant anthem eternal, hear the cry. Giant anthem eternal, don't let it die. The land remembers every soul it fed. The children ask me what the old songs say. I tell them of the wind and the ancient way of living with the earth instead of on. The harmony of people now long gone. Oh, remember us. Oh, hear our song. We were the first ones I love it. Of love is that it hurts. The paradox of joy is that it works. Best in contrast with the darkest days. The paradox of life is how it pays. Oh, the contradiction. That seems opposed is perfectly Paradox eternal, living in between. Eternal, more than what is seen. Every truth contains its opposite. Paradox eternal, and I love it. Is all that it needs. the armed hand, where fire is met with water, not with flame. Before the fight consumes us all the same. Oh, out in the darkness, no one will survive. Fighting fire with fire, how do we stay alive? Fight fire with fire eternal, burning down. Fight fire with fire eternal, city and town. When will we learn that fire only grows? Fight fire with fire eternal, everybody knows. Burning, eternally burning. Fight fire with fire, and nothing remains. Burning, always returning. Fight fire with fire. We reap what we claim. When the night is at its darkest and most long, and you've forgotten everything that made you strong. When the weight of all you're carrying is too much, and you've lost the faith you once had in your touch, there's a voice that speaks beneath the noise of fear. So quiet you might miss it if you don't come near. It says hold on, just hold on one more day. The dawn is always coming on its way. Hold on eternally. Through every song that moved us close to tears, from the wayward sun to dust upon the wind, we've circled back to where we all begin. And in the end, the truth remains the same, as beautiful and humbling as it came, that everything